The following is a live sports presentation on Glycod.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school basketball starts now.
Good evening, everyone, from Anderson County High School in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Welcome to our broadcast of Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod. Tonight, a big doubleheader between longtime rivals Woodford County and Anderson County. I'm Keith Elkins alongside longtime Oldham County coach Gary Forrest, and we are here to bring you this doubleheader tonight, Gary, and this girls game to start off with. Anderson has dominated the series recently, but could be a good matchup tonight, and certainly one with some district impact.
Very much so, Keith. Over the years, Anderson's girls has sort of been dominant here in this district and the region as far as that goes. But over the last couple of years, you know, there's been a new presence, and that's Woodford County. Not only in the district, but what's happened in many cases, they both got out, gone on to the region, and you've had regional winners coming from Anderson, but ever so close, Woodford has gotten the last couple of years.
And the players to watch tonight, Haley Gordon for Woodford County, an outstanding senior, done a great job for Coach Latier Eason, headed for Berea to play her college basketball, and she's just a great all-around player.
Very much so. Has a great understanding of the game, and then as a result, she also keeps her teammates involved. You don't always see that. Sometimes the leading scorer is just that. They shoot a lot. She makes her teammates around her better.
And for Anderson County, a very, very promising sophomore who has stepped into a starring role, Emily Gerard.
Well, Gerard has great size in the girls' game. She's good inside as well as mid-range post. She'll step out and shoot jumpers. Now, because of their youth, they just have to have some of their other young kids come around. And over the last month, we've seen that happen.
Girls coming up and the boys coming up later, Woodford County and Anderson County, and we got more coming up on our pregame show. We'll hear from both coaches, hear the game plans, and give you the starting lineups before we get underway with game one of our doubleheader tonight on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
We're talking with Coach Letier Eason of Woodford County, and Coach, your team is coming off a nice win now and a pretty good stretch of basketball here recently. What have they been doing well for you?
We lost a tough one to Spencer County the other night, and they just had that bounce back mentality. I told them, hey, we got to learn from it and we got to grow from it moving forward, trying to finish the season strong. So, they came to practice ready to go, and we want to finish strong, and we're ready for tonight, ready for a big game. Yeah,
and Anderson County, as always, it seems, has a good, strong team, and they've dominated the series recently, and this is a nearby rival. I'm sure you'd like to get things turned around, but what are the priorities for you tonight as far as what you need your team to do?
Yeah, so Anderson is a great program. They have a really good post player, number 25, so we got to be able to contain her. No one player is going to be able to do it, so it's going to take team defense to stop her, and then we got to be able to defend the shooters because they have some really good shooters as well.
Mm-hmm. And you have Haley Gordon on your team, so she's been a great player for you, coming to the stretch of her senior year now and doing the job for you. Tell me about her development. You've seen her through all 4 years of her career at Woodford County, and what have you seen from her as far as her progress is concerned?
Every year Haley has gotten better. She put the work in over the summer, and it's showing. She is getting everything that she deserves right now because she put the work in. You can see from her stats, her scoring has went up every year, her rebounds. She just brings great leadership on and off the basketball court.
And who else has been stepping up to support her?
Taylor Wade, she's a sophomore, super athletic, can get to the basket at will. Emma Ruby is another senior. She's stepping up and playing some great defense for us and scoring when she is able to. Evie Hall is our third leading scorer, doing some great things offensively, and she's our leading rebounder. So we got a lot of people that's stepping up right now.
Yeah, you touched on the priorities as to what you'd like to do tonight, but what would be your message to the team as far as just getting them ready to play this Anderson County team?
It's going to be a hostile environment, so I told them control the controllables, take the officials out the equation and go out there and control what we can control, making wide open layups, making our shots, and it's going to start with defense. Our offense is going to come off our defense, so we got to come out and be aggressive on defense.
Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be right back on Glycod.
It's more than a bagel. It's love at first bite. Big B makes it better.
Communication is really important on a team because you have to know what everybody's doing, even when it's not your job. You just really want to work as one unit, and whenever you can do that, the team is at its best. I think staying active helps me to be my best self by keeping me disciplined. Being able to look back whenever I go to bed at night, checking all the things off that I've done that day, it creates the best me. My name is Trent Noah, and I'm better without it.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
And welcome back to Anderson County High School as we get ready for the doubleheader tonight between Anderson County and Woodford County. The girls' game will lead us off here in just a few minutes. I'm Keith Elkins. Gary Forrest is alongside, and Chris LaBar is our producer tonight, and Isaac Schumacher, our camera operator. That's your Glycod crew for this evening. Steve Bird is the executive producer. We're glad you've joined us for this twin bill tonight at Anderson County. And Gary, let's take a look at those game plans tonight. Tonight's game plan is built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. They're the right decision for your home. Let's start with the visitors from Woodford County.
Well, one of the things we talked about earlier was the fact that Woodford has a really solid starting five, but when you get into their bench, they have a lot of youth that are exposed. So for them, they try to dictate the tempo of the game, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but it's always with that short bench in mind. And with that, they have solid starters. You know, they know their roles, and in today's game, you know, if you're a coach and you can say your kids understand and know their roles, that's a plus. They play 5 kids most of the time, rotate 2 more off the bench, and the rest of them depending on the score. At the same time, they have a very solid player in Haley Gordon. She averages 17 a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. She makes the others go. And unlike most teams' leading scorers who shoot first, she does a great job involving her teammates.
That's the game plan for Woodford County tonight. What about the home team, the Anderson County Lady Bearcats?
Well, success comes very easily down through the last decade or so, and this year it's a little different here at Anderson. They're very young, and as a result, it's been growth by attrition during the games. They're better now in February than they were earlier. They're led by Emily Gerard. She's an inside player, averages about 16 points a game, 8 rebounds. The rest of the team basically plays by committee, even though their guards are getting better as the season had lasted. So, you know, their purpose is let's run an offense that gets the ball into our big from the beginnings. If they collapse on her, she'll fan it back out, and the guards have the green light to shoot it and go. By the way, this is also for the district seeds of 2 and 3. So the winner of this one will be the 2 seed, and the loser will be the 3 seed in the district that's not too far away.
Woodford County and Anderson County coming up. This broadcast is authorized by Anderson County High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with more, including comments from Anderson County coach Clay Birdwhistle right after this on Glycod.
Man of War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man of War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Communication is really important on a team because you have to know what everybody's doing, even when it's not your job. You just really want to work as one unit, and whenever you can do that, the team is at its best. I think staying active helps me to be my best self by keeping me disciplined. Being able to look back whenever I go to bed at night, checking all the things off that I've done that day, it creates the best me. My name is Trent Noah, and I'm better without it.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Talking with Coach Clay Birdwhistle of Anderson County. And, Coach, this is an unusual stretch of a schedule now with all the different problems we've had with weather. It seems like almost an NBA-type schedule for these high school athletes. How is your team progressing through this?
Well, I mean, we won more games last week than we won the month of January. So for the Bearcats, it's been okay. You know, you try to take lemons and make lemonade. We went almost 2 weeks without a game. We went 5 days with no practice. The bright side of that has been, you know, our kids came in refreshed and we had really good practices. And since we've been able to play, we've played our best basketball all season.
I was going to ask you about that, the 15-8 mark now, and you feel like you're coming into form as you get in here into mid-February. That's an important time of the year, of course, and you feel like you're coming along.
Well, I hope we are. I mean, it's just when you're dealing with extreme youth and worse than that, extreme inexperience. You know, there's a lot of people that have younger rosters, but, you know, they might have been playing varsity for several years. For us, we have both. And we're hoping that we've turned a corner, but, you know, hindsight will be 20/20 on that one. We'll see.
Yeah. Tell me about Emily Gerard. She's continued to be a leader for your team as a sophomore. What kind of season is she having in your view as far as her progress is concerned?
Her progress has been outstanding. I mean, you're talking about a kid that averaged 7 points a game last year, and she's in the 17 neighborhood now. That's really hard to do. Mm-hmm. That, I mean, especially from freshman to sophomore year, to have a 10-point jump is really hard to do. It's even harder the second half of the schedule because people know who you are. There's no surprising anybody anymore. So I've been really proud of her. She had a really good game against Western Hills, and they've got a big kid that's really nice too. So, she's figuring it out, and also some of the others are trying to step up a little bit more, so we don't have to hang on Emily and Ellie so much.
It's a good rivalry with Woodford. How do you see this game shaping up? What challenges do they present for you?
Well, I mean, the first is the most obvious. I mean, in most polls, Woodford was the number 2 preseason team in the region, not the district. And the reason for that is they returned everybody, so you got the most experienced team in the district by far, and the second most experienced team in the region. They've got a high-level scorer who I think she's been starting 4 years at least, and Gordon, who's going to be a college player who's putting up really good numbers. Wade's an incredible athlete, and then they got pieces all around them, and they're all in year 2, 3, 4 of their roles, so they're going to be much better. And I mean, they're dangerous as a loaded gun. I still think they have the most talent in our district. I really don't think it's up for debate. And for us, a major challenge is that piece, and then the fact that at every position but one, they're bigger, stronger, faster, more experienced than us. So if the game's about those things, we's in trouble. But so we've got to make it about something else, and we're hoping we can do that.
All right, a challenge ahead for you, and we're looking forward to it tonight. Thanks for the time, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
At Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Your road to safe, confident driving starts at Apex Driving School. Apex is family-owned and operated, offering teen and adult driving lessons given by state-certified instructors. They also provide a wide range of services, including classroom instruction, freeway interstate driving, and road test prep. Register today. Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Kentucky Army National Guard. Uncommon is calling.
First of two tonight at Anderson County High School as the girls game will lead things off, and then we'll have the boys game a little bit later on. Keith Elkins alongside Gary Forrest. And Gary, all of the coaches and players and officials and the school staff and everybody have had to deal with this unusual weather that we've had recently, and schools closed for an extended period of time, 2 weeks over in Lexington. And so these basketball teams have had to deal with this. Of course, high school students are pretty resilient. They can come back, but at the same time, it is a disruption in your practice schedule and your game schedule.
It is, and you hit it on the head, Keith. You know, kids are resilient. They can kind of take the licks and keep on ticking. It's the coaches who sometimes get things all tight and things along this line. Added to the fact that we're now at the end of the season. They're trying to get in some makeup games, and the state bylaws constitution says by now you should have played all your district games. Well, weather didn't permit for that. Right. So, you know, there's some teams right now that are playing back-to-back-to-back games trying to get these in over the next week or so.
It has been a chore for them to try to do that, but they are on their way to doing that. These teams have played some schedules that look like an NBA team schedule as they get their games in now, but are now rounding into form. And, of course, as a coach, you want your team to be really rounding into form at this time. Even with this disruption in the schedule, you got to push toward this time of the year and hope that things are at their sharpest at this time.
Well, very much so. And then there's that coach of the good team who probably put unwanted pressure on themselves because they feel like this is just another obstacle that's in their way from success. And then there's the coach of maybe a team that's a little young and maybe not so good. In many cases, they're just wanting to get this thing through and maybe steal a couple of wins here late in the season.
I thought Clay Birdwhistle made a good point in his comments about there's a difference between being young and being inexperienced, and sometimes you can have a good number of young players, freshmen and sophomores, particularly with the girls it seems, that have a lot of experience but still are fairly young players. But then if you're facing the youth and inexperience in dealing with your team, that's a whole different set of circumstances.
That's a tough straw to stir, it sure is.
So he's had to do that this year with his team, and he's working well with a very talented sophomore named Emily Gerard. We'll look for her. We've talked a little bit about her in pregame. Haley Gordon is a standout senior for Woodford County, and a couple of leaders on these ball clubs. But we'll see some star power tonight, and then also some good supporting cast too.
I think so. What most of them will do is try to get the ball to the others, and both teams will try to take away the other team's best players. So in many cases, it's up for the ones that don't necessarily always get the pat on the back or the star shining on them. It's up to them to step forward to help their team.
Woodford County and Anderson County getting ready to start things off for us on our doubleheader tonight on Glycod. A lot of games coming up. We'll be advising you of those as we move on through the evening tonight. But this one will lead us off tonight, and then the boys to follow. And just looking ahead to that boys game as well, that one should be a very competitive game. Anderson has had a great year record-wise, and Woodford County seems to be at a good spot right now too. So that'll give us something to look forward to a little bit later.
Anderson's boys probably are the surprise team of not only the district but the region, you know, and it's been a couple years coming in the making, if you will, and they seem to have gotten better and better. And for Woodford, their boys, I've seen them play 3 times here in the last couple of weeks, and they are solid both offensively and defensively, so that ought to be a really good second game that we have here tonight.
Well, we're looking forward to that one. The girls will do battle first. Coach Latier Eason of Woodford County in her 4th season, 47-51. She played at LSU, so she has played big-time basketball and was in the NCAA tournament 3 times, including a Final Four appearance. She played her high school basketball in Chicago. And veteran Coach Clay Birdwhistle on the Anderson County sideline. He's in his 12th season now, record of 306 wins and 84 losses. He is the 6-time 8th Region Coach of the Year, and he is a graduate of Anderson County High School, so he's been a part of things around here for a long time and a part of this tradition here at Anderson County.
Very much so. Clay's been around at different levels of the girls program, and it certainly has improved tremendously under his guidance this last decade or so.
Game time nearing. Let's take our final break before the game gets underway. We'll take a break, come back, have the starting lineups and the start of the ball game for you in just a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky, don't be afraid of your pool water. Talk to the experts at Suntine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. For over 50 years, our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit our store for a full line of BioGuard products, equipment, and accessories. Have your swimming pool sparkling in no time. Visit Suntine Pools today.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt. Keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School. And now, courtside for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School basketball. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Just about set for tip-off here at Anderson County tonight. Let's give you the starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family. For the visiting Woodford County Yellow Jackets, Haley Gordon, their leader, a 5'4 senior. She'll wear number 22 in the black uniforms, averaging 18 points a game. She'll be joined in the starting lineup by number 1, Taylon Wade, a 5'10 sophomore, a 12-point average, and a 28-point high game this year. Evie Hall will start for Woodford County, a 5'10 junior, averaging 7 points, 6 rebounds a game. Emma Ruby will wear number 14, a 5'8 senior, averaging 6 points and about 2.5 rebounds a game. And the fifth starter, number 24, a freshman, Maggie Wilson, averaging 2.5 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. So those are the starters for Coach Latier Eason's Woodford County team. And as the home team is introduced to the crowd here, we'll give you the Anderson County starters. They are led by number 25, Emily Gerard, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 16 points, nearly 9 rebounds a game. A high game this year of 29 points against Walton Verona back on January 12th. She has 7 20-point or more games this season. She'll be joined in the lineup by number 11, Ellie Schaus, a 5'1 freshman, 12 points, 3 rebounds a game. Andy Beasley will wear number 13, a 5'2 sophomore, 5 points and 3 rebounds a game. And also Abby Wells in the lineup for Anderson, wearing number 4, a 5'7 senior, 5 points and 5 rebounds a game. And Macy Cooper, number 5, is the fifth starter, 5'3 sophomore, and she's averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds a game. And we are ready to play basketball at Anderson County High School. Glad you've joined us tonight on Glycod. Anderson in the white, and Woodford in the black uniforms with the gold numerals. And we are set to go. The officials tonight, Tracy Soboleski, Denise Cox, and Maya Smith. And it'll be Anderson County to take it for the first offensive possession of the ball game. That's Beasley out front for the Bearcats. And a drive, the shot put up by Schaus and in. Nice shot by the left-hander.
Woodford County straight man-to-man on that first possession, and it parted like the Red Sea for the easy bucket for Anderson.
So Schaus with the driving basket to put the Bearcats up 2-0. Woodford on offense for the first time. Evie Hall, number 5, and that is Emma Ruby handling the ball out front. And now Taylon Wade. Gordon over on the left wing right now, their leading scorer. Ball's tapped out of bounds. It'll remain with Woodford County.
Anderson straight man-to-man. They'll play that about 90% of the time, and they'll hedge and help a lot on Gordon.
Ruby looks for a teammate, gets it into Hall. She drives the lane. Comes back out, though, to Ruby. Here's Gordon with it for the first time. Gets a shot in the air off the rim and the rebound to Girard of Anderson County. Bearcats back on the offense, leading by 2. Anderson has won 18 in a row in the series. Here's the pass going for Girard inside, but off the fingertips and out of bounds. Played about a minute and a half in this one. 2-0 score on the board with Anderson on top. Now Gordon driving. Coming across the lane, there is Wade down the lane, puts it up. The right-hander falls for her, and that's the first 2 for Woodford County.
Wade and Gordon for Woodford, their 1-2 punch, and they're showing it this first 2 possessions.
Anderson around the perimeter. There's the drive by Schaus again, and another basket. Schaus, a couple of successful drives into the lane.
Well, what that does is that helps Girard take some of the pressure off of her if Schaus can knock down some of those shots.
Schaus, 5'1" freshman for Anderson County. Here's Ruby driving with the shot under some pressure. Got it back, and the second try won't fall, but she is fouled. Fouls on Beasley. First on Anderson County in the quarter. And with 5:36 to go, it'll be Ruby at the line.
Keith, if Anderson is going to be successful tonight, they really have to do a better job limiting Woodford's offensive rebounds, because they're known for just pounding the boards. And, you know, those closer shots, those stickbacks, that's a much higher percentage shot.
Ruby gets the second one, 55% free throw shooter on the year. Makes it 4-3. Schaus drives, this time pulls up with the jumper. Anderson's got it again, and the shot from outside is good for Beasley. Beasley a 3 makes it 7-3. Driving is Wade, puts us up going by. It spins out of there, but we'll get a foul.
You know, you got to keep Wade out of the paint. She relies on most of the shots within 5 feet of the basket. And once she puts her head down, she's like a bull in a china shop. She's taking it to the rack.
Wade sinks the first, and she has 3 points now. And I have 28 this year against Franklin County back on February 1st. Taylon Wade, a 5'10 sophomore. Nice touch on the second one as well. And it's 7-5. Anderson with the lead and the ball. Schaus again open for the free throw line jumper. Gordon claims the rebound for Woodford. Wade looks inside. The pass batted away. Some good defense, good hands by Andy Beasley. Couple of subs for Anderson County. And a roadie in there, along with Lila Beasley. And bounce to Gordon. Inside Hall with some good position. Backs into Girard, and it'll be an offensive foul.
Girard, great job of positioning herself. She saw that the offensive player was going to catch the ball and turn toward the basket. And I guess through their scouting report, she did a great job of anticipating it and took the charge.
Schaus with it. Now Wade trying to deflect it away. Inside to Girard, and it's blocked. Claimed by Woodford. Maggie Wilson with the block, and now here's Ruby. Wilson trying to get position inside. But Wade's going to fire from outside, and it's in the bottom of the net.
Wade, not always known as an outside shooter, buried that three.
Just 18% on the year from three-point range for Taylon Wade, but that one looked awfully good.
She looked like she knew what she was doing.
Schaus fires from way outside. Bounces off the rim and claimed for Woodford by Evie Hall, and then off to Gordon. Ball at the top, and now we got a walking call, and that turnover will give it back to Anderson County with 3:18 to go, first quarter. Eight-7, it's Woodford's lead now. Both coaches up and pacing that sideline as Anderson County works it on offense.
Got a heck of a battle going on inside.
Yeah, that's Wilson and Gerard, and they're really going at it.
Gerard and Wilson.
Yeah. That one sailed out of bounds. So yeah, a lot of contact inside, so.
Well, I think Wilson's been told, do not let Gerard post up. So she's just basically laying on her.
Gerard did get the inbounds pass, makes the move to the basket, it drops in for her.
Well, that was Gerard's counter, and it was a good one. Turn, spun, put the ball on the floor off the glass.
Gerard a sophomore, Wilson a freshman. There's Haley Gordon down the left side of the lane, comes under the basket. Here is Wade open again. Missed this one, and Gerard tracks it down for Anderson County. 9-8, Bearcats on top. Ellie Schaus looks it over. Tracked by Ruby, and now the ball on the floor picked up by Wilson. Over to Hall and then to Gordon as Woodford comes up, but Anderson County is back. Taylon Wade spins into the lane, puts it up going by, can't get the shot to fall, and taps it out of bounds. Anderson County gets it back, just 1:54 to go, first quarter. First of two tonight at Anderson County. Glad you're with us on Glycod. A lot of action underneath, Gary, as you mentioned, and I don't expect that'll change anytime soon.
Not very much. As a result, Maggie Wilson checking out right now, catch a blow there on the bench. So they changed, gone from big to little, so they've lost some size. It'll be interesting to see if Gerard can benefit from that for Anderson.
Bearcats on the move. Gerard getting a breather as well, it appears, and we'll expect her back in very soon.
Well, I think it's a good move on both coaches' behalf. You know, here right at the end of the quarter, rest your two big ones who've exerted a lot of energy so far this first quarter.
Schaus with the drive and lost it out of bounds. Here's Gerard right back into the ball game.
So as soon as we compliment them, taking them out, resting them, Gerard comes back in. But there's a big size mismatch. So let's see if Anderson can benefit and get Gerard the ball.
Evie Hall matched up against Gerard as Woodford County handles it on this end. And now a deflection and a ball on the floor picked up by Schaus. Bearcats have it. And the shot off the right side, and Schaus drains the three. 12-8 Anderson County as we go to the final minute of the first quarter. 45 seconds now left in the first period. Hall hands it to Wade, cutting by. Jumper hits the front of the rim. There's Gordon to get it back for Woodford on an offensive board. But then the outlet pass is stolen, and Beasley has it, driving for the layup. Can't get it to fall. Now Wade, did she take an extra step? Yes, she did. .2 left for Anderson County.
Coach Bird will signal to his kids, look at the clock, know that it's limited time left.
And Emily Gerard into the middle of the lane, drives around Hall and lays it in.
Gerard with a little hesitation dribble and caused the defender to stand straight up, and she went right around her with that second dribble.
Final seconds, 2 seconds left, and Ruby will have to fire from outside. It's short, and we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Anderson County 14 and Woodford County 8. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, Gary Forrest with you from Anderson County High School. Gary, your thoughts on that opening quarter?
Well, if you're Anderson County, you're happy. Obviously, you have a lead, but what you've been able to do is limited the shots, and particularly shots off misses. And as a result, only one offensive rebound for Woodford, and they really get on the boards, and that's where they feed a lot of times and get their points. So give Anderson credit. They kept them off the boards. They've limited them to only one putback off a missed shot.
And they've got a 6-point lead. Emily Gerard, 4 points for Anderson. Ellie Schaus, 7, including a long 3 there toward the end of the first quarter. Gerard is going to have to work for them tonight, but she is fully capable of having a big night. Here's Haley Gordon for Woodford as we get underway in the second quarter. She's going to fire from outside. Rebound claimed by Beasley.
Anderson very slow with their tempo, not in any hurry.
Now a shot by Schaus. Off to the left where Haley Gordon has it.
Schaus had a good look, really. The shot was uncontested. They've just got to step up and make those. Looks like Woodford's going to give them to them.
On the weave, now Wade looks for room down the lane, tries to force it in there. Shot off the rim into the hands of Gerard for Anderson County.
Wade puts that shoulder down, and once she gets her dribble, she's taking it to the hole. So defensively, you better move and slide your feet.
Macy Cooper, number 5 in the ball game for Anderson County. And we'll get a foul.
Got Gerard posting up in the middle. A lot of hands by the defense, and she went down. The foul against Woodford.
First one on Wade, driving shot by Schaus. Doesn't go, but she gets it back. Now Beasley from outside. And there's Cooper to get the rebound for Anderson County. They have another offensive possession. Abby Wells out in front along with Schaus. Inside they find Gerard. Quickly surrounded. Now whistle and was that 3-second call,
yes.
I think? Yeah. Don't see that one very often anymore.
Not a whole lot. Gerard, when she killed her dribble, unfortunately had that 1 foot in the lane and made the call easy for the officials.
Join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes through our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. We're glad to be here tonight at Anderson County and glad you've joined us for this one. 14-8 is the score with Anderson County in front. That shot short and out of bounds it goes. Back over to the Bearcats. Schaus and Beasley in the Anderson County backcourt will bring it up.
Right now, Woodford County stuck on 8. Had that late in the first quarter.
Schaus looking inside. They screened there for Gerard, but can't get it to her. Beasley reverses and tries to put it up from the free throw line. The shot's blocked, but there will be a foul. That'll be against Tarajnia Sanford. Her first. Second one on the team in the second quarter. Beasley at the line. 6 of 10 from the line this year. Score holds at 14-8. No scoring yet in this second quarter. Beasley hits the second one, and did Girard get in the lane? Yep, they're going to cancel that one. Girard couldn't quite keep her balance and stepped into the lane ahead of time, and it's still 14-8. Ray driving, gets into the lane, and again tries that right-hand shot. Anderson off with the rebound as Beasley gets it ahead to Girard. Now Beasley will fire away.
That would look like a knuckleball, no rotation on it whatsoever.
Sanford got the rebound for Woodford. She'll back it out of there. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Still 14-8.
Both teams very patient with the ball.
Beasley putting some tight defense on Emma Ruby. Now Gordon faked the shot. Decided against it anyway, and now she has it again. Now we'll get a timeout. Things a little out of sorts for Woodford right now, and Latier Eason takes a timeout with 4:38 to go in the second quarter. It's Anderson County 14, Woodford County 8. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
We are back with second quarter actions. 14-8 is the score as Anderson County leads Woodford County. 4:38 to go in this second quarter. Some sticky defense, Gary, and they've had a little trouble getting their offense going at either end.
Very much so. You know, both teams like to play that slow tempo, very patient, working to their stars that want to get the ball inside. And, you know, right now they've really jammed it up defensively inside, so neither school has had a good look down on the block area.
Sanford drives to the left side. A nice spin into the lane. It missed the shot. Gordon's got it back for Woodford. She puts it up in here.
Yeah, that's what Gordon does well. She's got a nose for the ball, and there was a great example for that.
Lead cut to 4. A lot of traffic inside. They do get it to Girard, though, and there's the layup.
One thing about Anderson's team, they're very patient while they're waiting for Girard. Sometimes people don't realize it takes the bigs a little longer sometimes to position themselves and get open. So a lot of turnovers are made.
There's Gordon again.
Once again, Gordon getting on the block where she's.
Yeah. Extra step there.
Took that long stretch step.
That was
by
Mason
Wells.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Scored 16-12 now with 3:44 to go as Gordon comes up. This time she'll bring it into front court. Now they go deep along the baseline. There's the turnaround by Wilson. It won't go. Beasley there to take it for Anderson County. Now Schaus down the lane, bounces it over in the corner, and there's the shot by Wells. Too long, and the rebound put up by Girard, and then taken by Hall for Woodford County. inside, deep inside this time to Wilson. There's Wade open again from outside. That one way too long. And a fast break for Anderson County, a 3-on-2. Here is Schaus coming to the right side of the lane, draws a foul as she gets in there close. Gordon picks up her first foul. Third on the team in this quarter. Schaus misses the first one. Second shot drops in. Five-point margin for Anderson County. Sanford has turned in several minutes for Woodford. Now gets it off to Wade. This time she goes with the left hand, but off the front of the rim. And picked up there by Beasley for Anderson County.
Anderson doing a great job limiting the misses by Woodford. What's one shot, missing out.
Schaus got the screen from Girard and drove the lane. And again a foul. Gordon picks up her second. And the fourth on the team in the second quarter. Ellie Schaus, high arching left-handed shot in the basket. 2 out of 3 from the line tonight. And total of 9 points for her unofficially to this point.
Schaus doing a really good job of putting her head down and driving the ball for the mid-range jumpers.
Gordon takes a glance at the bench as she comes up across the 10-second line. Driving is Wade. Got a step this time, but missed the left-hander. And again, it's Beasley on the rebound.
Once again, one shot and out. Anderson doing a great job on the defensive boards.
Ellie Schaus, again, patience by Anderson County. Schaus on the drive now. Has it knocked away. Out of bounds. It'll go to Woodford County. Yellow Jackets have it back with 1:28 to go in the second quarter. Down by 7. They need a good shot.
Well, you can bet on Gordon or Wade.
Wade has it now. There's Sanford tried to get one up in the middle of the lane and draws a foul, so she will go to the line. Beasley with the foul, her second. First one on Anderson here in the second quarter.
Coach Birdwhistle voicing his displeasure with that call to one of the officials.
He had a dissenting opinion on that one.
Yep. I don't think he got a vote in the thing, though.
His protest has been noted.
Yes.
Second shot. Good by Sanford. 6-point margin for Anderson County.
1:06 to play here in the second quarter.
Try to go to Girard off the fingertips. Picked up by Wade. Woodford County trying to hurry it up, but Anderson is back. Now Gordon maneuvering for some room. And we've got an offensive foul. If that's on Gordon, that'll be her third.
Gordon showing a little frustration, I think. Hasn't had a lot of good looks. And with that, her third foul, she'll probably go to the bench, I would imagine, with 43 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So their leading scorer on the bench with 3.
That was Cooper who took the brunt of it there, and she was shaken up a little bit, and she goes out of the ball game now over there on the Anderson County bench. 40 seconds left before halftime. 19-13. Anderson County with the lead in the ball.
Gotta look for them to isolate inside.
Driving is Schaus. Trying to go to Gerard. Now Gerard going to be hit with the walking call.
Gerard didn't realize that she slapped down at the ball. That constitutes a dribble. And then after she paused for a second or two, took off again. I think it surprised everybody.
Yeah, that kind of ruling has kind of evolved over the years, too. A little more lenient on juggling the ball and then going with it again. Here is Wade driving.
Well, you can bet Wade is going to put the ball on the floor and drive to the basket, so the defense better be ready.
So Wade will go to the line with just 10.1 seconds left. Taylor Wade, a 50% free throw shooter. She's hit 2 tonight. Now make it 3.
It's got a good look at the stroke.
Wade, a sophomore, eyes the basket for the second try, and that one comes out. Final 10 seconds. Schaus in a hurry, heads for the basket, puts it up with the right hand going by, and couldn't get it. And there's Wells with a long one at the buzzer, off the back of the board, and we have come to halftime with the score. Anderson County 19 and Woodford County 14. We'll take a break, begin our halftime report in just a moment on Glycod.
My favorite thing about being a student at U of L is just the sense of community that I have on campus or off campus. Sports has positively influenced my life by taking me out of just slumps that I have in dark places. Anytime I'm feeling down or maybe alone, I always have basketball to go to. I can go to the gym at any time of the day and just my mind clears up. My name is Javon Headley, and I'm better without it.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership. at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington. Visit ManowarHD.com.
At halftime at Anderson County High School, Keith Elkins along with Gary Forrest. Chris LeBar is our producer tonight. Isaac Schumacher, our camera operator. Steve Bird, executive producer at Glycott. And Gary, battle in this first half, a very competitive game, and the two teams have struggled to get points on the board at times. And here's Anderson with a 5-point lead now at the halftime break.
Very much so, Keith. And one of the things that benefits Anderson is they've done a great job defensively on missed shots. It's one shot and one rebound, that's it. So as a result, they kept those second attempts, which Woodford has benefited from all season. I've seen them play about 4 times now, and they just hammer you on the offensive board. So Anderson's kids have done a great job on that. You know, it starts with their big one, Jared, but, you know, the little guards have found themselves down in there as well. And as a result, only one shot per time. I've got unofficially 4 for 19 from the field for Woodford County. Not going to win many games doing that. Not only that, they've been out-rebounded by Anderson.
And they're trailed by 5, Woodford does here at the half. 10 points for Ellie Schaus. She's done a good job at the offensive end, too, coming around the corner there and occasionally finding that lane open and driving hard to the basket. So she's got double-figure scoring here at halftime. Gerard has 6, but she's always a presence in there, isn't she?
Very much so. She set the tone early, had the first 5 points, you know, so they established the fact that, hey, we're coming inside with it. What are you going to do about it if you're Woodford? And Woodford did a good job of adjusting, but I tell you, Schaus did a really good job of dribble penetrate, hitting those mid-range jumpers that loosened things up for Jared on the inside.
And for Woodford, Haley Gordon, their leading scorer, has 2 baskets for 4 points. They're led in scoring by Taylon Wade, who has a 3-pointer, a field goal, and 3 free throws. So those are usually the two main offensive threats for Woodford, but 12 between them here at halftime.
Very much so. 12 of their team's 14. So I think going into it, everybody knew if you could limit those 2's point production, that good things could happen for Anderson.
They lead it by 5. 19-14 is the halftime score. We'll take one more halftime break and then come back with the start of the second half in just a moment on Glycott.
Manowar Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Manowar Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Just about set for the start of the second half with Anderson County leading Woodford County 19-14. Gary, you've delivered many a halftime talk. What do you think the messages were in these two locker rooms tonight?
Well, let's take a look at Woodford. You know, they haven't shot the ball well. They continued to try to dribble, to penetrate. I don't see them really changing. I think you're going to see more times than not that both Wade and Gordon are going to continue to take it to the rack, and you have to force the officials to make calls when there's going to be contact. And if you're Anderson, you're not going to change much. You know, you want to limit them to one shot per offensive outing, and if you can do that, you have a good chance to win.
It'll be Andy Beasley to put it in play for the Bearcats as we get started in quarter number 3, a 19-14 lead for Anderson County on the board right now. And Beasley gets it into Schaus, and we're underway in the second half. There's Schaus driving. She got a couple of shots off that set in the first half. There's a shot blocked as Beasley tried to put it up. And shot was blocked, and I think they're going to have to confer and give that ball back to Anderson County.
Yeah, Coach Birdwhistle right on top of it, making sure the official beside him knew that the ball was touched.
And it comes to Gerard.
Still man-to-man. See no reason for Woodford to change. They'll continue to try to keep the ball outside the paint.
There's Gerard outside. Drives all the way down the right side of the lane and gets the bucket.
Well, you can't let her have it inside that easy, so that's what they want to start the half with. If you're Woodford, got to keep them out of the paint.
Woodford on offense now. There's Maggie Wilson inside, goes up against two players, draws the foul. That one will go against Cooper. First one on Macy Cooper. Here's Wilson to the line. 53% free throw shooter. Maggie Wilson, a freshman, averaging about 2.5 points a game. Second shot off the back of the rim, and after the tip, it's brought down by Gerard of Anderson County. Schaus got the screen, but defender was able to fight through it. Sanford. Now Gerard from outside and bounces off the rim to the right side and claimed by Evie Hall up to Wade for Woodford County. Wade turns it on and sees an opening, but couldn't get the basket to fall. Macy Cooper off with it for Anderson County. Now a drive to the basket by Wells, up and under. That one skips off the rim. Wells dives on the floor to get it. And a quick timeout called by Anderson County, so they'll keep the basketball. 6:10 to go, third quarter. 21-14, Bearcats on top of Woodford County. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back to third quarter action now. 6:10 to go in the third. And a 7-point lead for Anderson County as they put it in play. Gerard battling against two opponents. Now spins into the lane and called for walking. They had some defensive pressure on that time, didn't they?
Did a good job. Gerard took the ball, faked the handoff, got a little happy feet on that case, and official right on top of things.
Emma Ruby for Woodford County tries to go inside to Wilson, but it's batted away, and Schaus has it for Anderson County. Bearcats come up court, but Woodford County back to prevent the break. Inside to Gerard. Beasley to Wells. And Gerard sets the screen. Woodford able to recover. Wells shifts gears, drive down the right side, missed the shot, but she was fouled.
Great patience by Anderson's gals on that possession. You know, burned about a minute off the clock and drew the foul on the drive.
Second foul on Hall. And the free throw good by Wells. First foul on Woodford in the third quarter. And Wells gives Anderson County a 9-point lead. 23-14. Here's Gordon in the game for Woodford County, replacing Sanford. Haley Gordon averaging 18 points a game, held to 4 in the first half.
Let's not forget, Gordon has 3 fouls, so if you're Anderson, you're really trying to set her up for that third. Immediately, she goes to the bucket and scores.
Drives down the left side, put it up with the right hand, and good. 6 points for Gordon, so they'll have to be careful with her playing time, and she'll have to be a little bit careful out on the floor, too, with the 3 fouls. Another quick timeout by Clay Birdwhistle. Anderson County a little out of sync. And we'll take a break too. 23-16, Anderson County with 4:53 to go in the third. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Gary Anderson has built a 7-point lead here, but this hasn't exactly been a game of runs as both teams have had trouble getting the ball in the basket.
Well, both teams are very aggressive defensively, and if you're going to get a bucket, you're going to earn it.
Schaus did that time. Plenty of defense around her, but stuck it in from about 5 feet out. It's 25-16, the lead back up to 9 for Anderson County. Schaus having a good ball game, 12 points for her. Hall screening for Gordon. Now Wade will start in on the offense.
Way to go right, but she always comes back to use her dominant hand.
And she did that time. Got it in there with the left hand, but a walking call, and it'll go back to Anderson County.
You know, this time late in the year, the book is out on most of the good players and their pet moves, and they very much are trying to keep her from going left.
Now we get a held ball as they surrounded Girard.
Well, Girard did the Cardinals sin. She brought the ball down to her waist, allowed the defender to grab it. Jump ball, possession, Woodford.
And some full court pressure that time by Woodford too.
Yeah, you see a little bit of desperation in them right now.
Gordon driving down into the lane, backing in. There's Wade. She's open off the left side. Gordon reaches over for the rebound.
Could have been number 4.
And then a jump shot good by Evie Hall.
So Woodford very fortunate that time. I thought Gordon went over the back and everybody in there kind of held their breath. That would have been her 4th.
Instead, she was able to get it back out, and Hall made the jumper. It's 25-18. That could have been a big turnaround the other way had that call been made. There's Schaus off the left side, and another 3 for Ellie Schaus. Now we'll get a timeout for Woodford County, and the lead has jumped to 10 following the three-pointer by Schaus. 2:58 to go, third quarter. 10-point margin for Anderson. We'll be right back on Glycon.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Ellie Schaus on her way to a big night for Anderson County. She's got 15 points now and really making a difference out there. And, of course, she can score from outside, and we've seen her score on drives tonight, too.
Well, one of the things about Anderson is part of their offense is that they show great patience. And with a 10-point lead here late in the third quarter against a respected opponent like Woodford, I don't look to see them get in any big hurry.
Woodford County down by 10. Pass goes inside off the fingertips of Wilson, and now the Bearcats have it again. Here's Schaus driving to her left, guarded by Ruby.
Not in any hurry, very patient.
Schaus again looks, starts with the right hand this time. Ball was tipped out of bounds as Ruby went for the steal. Couldn't quite get it before it went out of bounds.
So far, Anderson burned right at about 47 seconds here in the third quarter. No hurry.
They lead by 10, so they can afford to be patient. They play that way a lot of the time anyway. And here's Schaus. Beasley handling it out front, guarded by Wade. Got a step, but then pulled back. And now Wells, and the pass knocked down and intercepted by Evie Hall.
Never jump in the air to make a pass. Bad things can happen.
Sounds like you said that in practice a few times, haven't you?
I've got it memorized in my sleep.
Here's a shot off the left side by Wade. That one hit both sides of the rim before coming out. Now Hall from outside. Bounces up over the board, out of bounds to Anderson County. And it comes to Girard.
2-2-1 press by Woodford. First time we've seen this tonight. Trying to pick up the tempo.
Driving is Rhodey, but turned right back in to Wade, and the tie-up results.
Well, Rhodey killed her dribble and then worse. She kept the ball right at her waist, which enabled the defense to get a hand on it. Cost them a possession next time.
So possession arrow next time will go to Woodford. Coming up on 1 minute to go, third quarter. Looking for Gerard. Drove across the lane. Rhodey did, and then Beasley shot too long and out of bounds to Woodford County.
Anderson County still in straight man-to-man.
Here's Haley Gordon.
And watch Gordon on the pullback dribble. Looking to get in the paint.
Down the lane and a strong drive by Wade up and a little bit too hard. Gerard off with the rebound. They're coming up behind her. Wade gets her hand on the ball, tapped it out of bounds to stop the break, but it'll be out of bounds to Anderson County with 29.2 on the clock.
Once again, Anderson did a good job defensively, getting over on Wade's left hand, forcing her to go to the weak hand, which caused her to put up an ill-advised shot.
Inside, Gerard is open and gets the layup. Open off the out-of-bounds play.
20 seconds to go here in the third quarter with Woodford with the ball on the half.
12-point deficit for Woodford County. Haley Gordon, bounce pass to Hall off the left baseline. Can't get the shot to fall, and now here's Anderson on the move trying to get a last attempt. Gerard in there, draws a foul with 1.4 seconds to go.
Only 4 points this quarter for Woodford. So Anderson doing a really good job forcing them into becoming impatient and firing up quick shots. And I don't think it's normally the people that they want shooting those shots.
Gerard hits the first. Lila Beasley back into the ball game for Anderson County before Gerard takes his second shot. Just 1.4 left in the third quarter. Gerard hits it, gives him a 14-point lead. Kinley Lohman in for Gerard as we get ready to take the break between the third and fourth quarters. Here's the long one by Wade, too late anyway, and that one sails under the basket. We've come to the end of the third quarter play with the score. Anderson County 32 and Woodford County 18. Back with the start of the fourth quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter, 32-18 the score. Anderson has built that lead up to 14 points now, and Gary, the pressure really on Woodford to begin to generate some offense, and they've got to get some stops and force Anderson out of that patient offense at the other end.
Really are right now, Keith, in a situation where Anderson is going to play offense like they normally do. Very patient, looking for the good shot, and they're going to force Woodford to exert more energy and, if they're right, more fouls, and do so. You know, you already got Gordon with 3 fouls, and she's just a short peck away from having 4.
Woodford County with the ball to start this fourth quarter. And the steal at midcourt. Schaus has it. Goes under. 2 more for Schaus and 2 more for Anderson County.
Schaus.
34-18.
Very, very smart. You know, just reached in the back door and pecked it away for an easy layup.
Wade with it.
Wade looks to come back right.
Again, doesn't get the shot, but there's a foul on Wells. First one on Anderson County in the fourth quarter. The first one on Wells for the evening.
You know, Coach Birdwhistle is primarily a man-to-man type of defensive coach, but it'd be interesting to see if maybe he doubles up on Wade and Gordon a couple of times, because right now those are the only two that are looking to catch the ball and shoot it.
Wade gets 2 for Woodford. It's now 34-20, and they do apply full court pressure.
2-2-1 pressure the last time down. Anderson handled it very well.
Gerard got in the middle and helped him break it that time.
And they'll settle it back down, bring it back out, and run some time. Not in any hurry.
Andy Beasley tracked by Ruby.
What you don't want to do is kill your dribble. Have an idea what you want to do with the ball if you're Anderson. Don't turn your back on the defense and have your teammate always come to you for help.
We've got 2 in the corners. And the guards operating out front. Here goes Schaus all the way, but missed the shot. And the rebound off to Hall, and she is fouled in backcourt.
Well, Schaus with a frustration foul, missed the layup, and then reached in and made the foul. You don't want to do that a lot if you're Anderson, for the simple fact every time you foul, you stop the clock, and the clock's your friend. You want to keep it running.
Woodford on the offense now. Nice drive by Wade, but bounced it out in the corner. Now the shot from outside, and it is right on the money.
Boy, it's been a long time since Woodford scored.
Shot made by Lonnie Jones, who hasn't seen much action tonight. 34-23. 5 quick ones for Woodford County. Coming up on the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Schaus fires away. Missed the shot, but there's Gerard, offensive board and the basket.
Well, I'm not so sure that was the shot they wanted to take by Schaus, but luckily Gerard there to clean up the miss and put it back in.
Spinning move by Gordon gets her close to the basket, and she scores.
That's what Gordon's going to do to you if you let her get in the paint.
36-25. Again, they can come into Gerard, which helps them get started against that press. Beasley working outside against Jones. Now Schaus thought she had an opening, but dribbled it off the foot.
2 turnovers in a row for Anderson.
And now we'll get a foul on Beasley. Third one on Beasley. Third one on the team in the fourth quarter. Ruby gets it into Gordon.
Going inside.
There it goes into Wade. And the ball on the floor. And there's Gerard hitting the floor to get it. And we had a foul called.
That was Wade.
It's on Wade, yeah.
Yeah. In her attempt to get the loose ball, she little too much vim and vigor.
Again, the pressure in backcourt. This time Gerard will bring it across. They'll take it back outside and set things up with 4.5 minutes to go.
It's been sort of an adventure here with Anderson with the ball here in the last couple of minutes.
Beasley to Wells, now back out front to Schaus. Schaus with the step, drives in, lays it in.
Play with a purpose, and that time Schaus did. You burn a little time, then you take it to the basket.
Drove down the lane, laid it in for a 13-point lead. Now a foul at the Woodford end. That'll go against Schaus.
What you don't want to do if you're Anderson is to foul on the defensive end and stop the clock. And you're close to putting Woodford into the bonus now. So you got the lead. Be smart. Use the clock. Play with a purpose.
And it comes to Lonnie Jones, an 8th grader.
Jones looked like she was ready to let it go.
Ruby driving by, gets the shot off the glass. Emma Ruby's first basket of the game. That's the lead to 11. And the pass tipped away by Wade. Loose ball, a battle for it. And the possession arrow will give it back to Anderson County. Macy Cooper back in the ball game for the Bearcats. Wearing number 5.
Boy, long cross-court pass. Very fortunate that Woodford didn't get a piece of that one.
Now the bounce pass in the middle to Gerard, but there is Jones there to take that one away.
Turnovers by Anderson. Keep giving Woodford an opportunity. Wade with the ball out front. Look for her to drive.
Now she pulls up and takes the shot. Rebound takes a bounce in the lane before Gerard gets it for Anderson. Now Rhodey clears it away to Schaus. Cooper has it out front, tracked by Hall. Now Schaus driving, trying to drive around Gordon. Goes back, tries again, puts it up going by. Shot was missed, and the rebound off to Ruby of Woodford County. So the Yellow Jackets have with a chance to cut that lead to single digits. 2.5 minutes to go. Gordon into the lane. And the right-hand shot not there, but she'll go to the line. Rhodey picks up the foul, her first. The team's 5th. This would have been a shooting foul anyway, but it's Haley Gordon to the line, 70% free throw shooter. And that one did everything but stay in.
Got to follow through with that hand. She dropped that hand when she shot it. You know, good shooters always point at the rim when they release.
Gordon with the second try. That one is there. Lead at 10 with 2:27 to go. Woodford again puts the pressure on. Schaus looking for a way to get it up, but it's stolen away by Wade, and she goes under and lays it in. Well, we'll get a timeout for Anderson County that's had some difficulty against this press, and with 2:14 to go, 38-30 is the score. The lead down to 8 for Anderson County. We'll take a break and be right back on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, Gary Forrest with you from Anderson County High School. And Gary, it looked like Anderson County all but had it wrapped up, but they've had some trouble against this pressure, and now Woodford has climbed back in it.
Well, sometimes you, in your quest to burn time off the clock, you forget that if you still look to score, that's a good thing. Don't take bad shots. But Anderson, over the last couple of possessions, killed their dribbles, got their heads down, now get back on the half. Good spacing.
Under 2 minutes as Gordon knocked it away, but it'll go back to the Bearcats. Clock stopped at 1:57. Schaus gets ready to throw it in.
Waited too long. Very fortunate.
Finally got it into Wells. Guarded by Gordon. Beasley and now Schaus. And Ruby right there with the defense for Woodford. A deflected pass, but Gerard was able to latch onto it. Now a foul on Wade.
Well, Anderson's still not in the bonus. Looks like a couple more to go, so you want to be smart. Be careful throwing the ball into the backcourt.
Pass goes into Gerard, operating along the baseline, and is fouled as she goes up, and Wade picks up another one. That'll be her fourth. So to the line is Emily Gerard, 74% free throw shooter, 2 for 2 from there tonight. That's a good touch on that one, no doubt. 39-30. Gerard will try to increase the lead to 10. And she does. 40-30. 16 unofficially for Emily Gerard. Gordon into the lane. It's underneath, but in a crowd there. And the shot from outside by Sanford is short and goes out of bounds. And with 1:19 to go, Anderson County gets it back, leading by 10. Up court it comes. Gerard in the middle took it. Now they'll come back out of the corner and back out on top. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. Chasing Beasley. Sanford knocked it away. Loose ball over there, but we'll get a foul. It's on Sanford.
See, this is where the bonus still haven't reached it yet. 2 more fouls to go.
And it goes to Gerard. Drives around Wade, but can't get the shot to go. And a scramble for the ball. Several players hit the floor. And the possession arrow will favor Woodford. And it comes to Jones. Woodford has to be in a hurry here.
Pull back dribble.
Wade tried to put it up going across the lane. Schaus has it for Anderson, and now they're close to wrapping it up. Out of bounds, though, and back to Woodford County. 28.3 to go. But the lead is 10. It looks like Anderson County will get its 16th win of the year and 3-1 in the district. Gordon backing into the lane. Quick movement of the ball. Jones from the corner. Misses, but there's Gordon to put it back in. Counting off the final seconds now, and Anderson's going to win it as Gerard can just hold the ball. There's the horn, and 40-32 is the final. So Anderson County withstands the pressure there in the fourth quarter, and the Bearcats win it over the Yellow Jackets. Anderson County 40 and Woodford County 32. We'll begin our wrap-up in just a moment after this break on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Your road to safe, confident driving starts at Apex Driving School. Apex is family-owned and operated, offering teen and adult driving lessons given by state-certified instructors. They also provide a wide range of services, including classroom instruction, freeway interstate driving, and road test prep. Register today. Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back at Anderson County High School, Keith Elkins along with Gary Forrest, Chris Labar, our producer, and Isaac Schumacher, our camera operator tonight. Steve Bird, executive producer for Glycod. And Gary, a good competitive ball game in that girls' game, 40-32. Anderson County wins it. They built a good lead, but Woodford was playing hard till the end and got their defense to produce some turnovers, but couldn't quite make up the hole that they found themselves in.
Very much so. Anderson, for the most of the game, played the game the way they wanted to. Took time off the clock, got the ball inside and scored. And tonight they also benefited from Schaus knocking down jumpers in the first half, which loosened up the inside play for Girard.
Yeah, Ellie Schaus tonight, unofficially 19 points, 2 3-pointers in there, and 3 of 4 from the line. And she, of course, does a lot of the ball handling for Anderson, but they set screens for her, and she can come off of those and drive, or if they leave her open outside, she's a threat out there too.
Well, for most of the second half, Anderson played the clock, and they did a great job. They look like they knew what they're doing. Sometimes you can start too early, and then you can't get your offense going again. They did a good job taking shots when they had them and taking high percentage shots, which kept that lead right around 10 points for almost the entire second half.
Emily Girard, 16 points for Anderson County tonight, and while she may not have been the dominant player, she certainly had a big presence. She helped them break the pressure when they did face that full court pressure, and is always a presence underneath. They have to know where she is, and she converted from the free throw line tonight to help them stave off that rally at the end. She's really a standout player and just a sophomore.
Very much so. She's played a lot these last 2 years, so when people try to stop Anderson, they set their clocks to try to stop Girard inside. Her presence inside gave them the ability to make some outside jump shots early, and that allowed them to open things up.
Girard unofficially 16 points, 19 by Ellie Schaus to lead Anderson County. 3 for Beasley and 2 for Wells to round out the scoring for the Bearcats. And Haley Gordon tonight, the leader for Woodford County. Actually, she was the second leading scorer tonight, but she was their leading scorer on the season at 18 points a game. But she had 11 tonight, and both she and Wade, who like to drive, were very well defended in there tonight, as well as found the tough going. We'll take a break and come back with more of our post-game report from tonight's first game of our doubleheader, won by the Anderson County girls over Woodford County 40-32. We'll be right back on Glycon.
It's more than a bagel. It's love at first bite. Big B makes it better.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local, a locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude.
My favorite thing about being a student at U of L is just the sense of community that I have on campus or off campus. Sports has positively influenced my life by taking me out of just slumps that I have in dark places. Anytime I'm feeling down or maybe alone, I always have basketball to go to. I can go to the gym at any time of the day and just my mind clears up. My name is Javon Headley, and I'm better without it.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back at Anderson County High School, where the boys' teams are warming up for this second game of our doubleheader tonight. The girls' game just concluded, won by Anderson County 40-32. Gary, let's take a look at our most outstanding players from this first game. Most outstanding players are built by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your next chapter. For Woodford County tonight, we thought Taylon Wade had a nice ball game.
Thought he did. They did a pretty good job on Gordon inside tonight. Gordon got in foul trouble, so a lot of the pressure went to Wade to score some points. Particularly the first half, he kept them in it. But the second half, they did a pretty good job of doubling down. Anderson is pretty much straight man-to-man. They don't do anything fancy. They just get after you defensively. And, you know, when you can hold a team to 32 points at the high school level, that says something about the defense you're playing.
12 points for Taylon Wade tonight to lead the Yellow Jackets in scoring. And for the home team tonight, Ellie Schaus turned in an outstanding effort. 19 points for tonight. A couple of came from a couple of threes tonight, so a couple of baskets from long range, and then was 3 for 4 at the free throw line and did an awful lot of ball handling tonight too. So she was really a big part of Anderson's win.
Keith, for Anderson to be successful, you know, Jared is a given. She's going to lead them in scoring, but they have to have someone else that can contribute by adding points or passing. And we thought Schaus did a really good job tonight of filling that gap for Anderson.
Most outstanding players built by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your next chapter. We'll take a break, and then we'll take a preview of the boys' game coming up tonight, Anderson County and Woodford County on Glycott.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
I think it's important to have a passion because it's important to have something that's bigger than yourself, that you find joy in, that you can work towards every single day. I would say that basketball has positively influenced my life greater than any other thing that I've done because it has allowed me to build so many great relationships, and it's taught me resilience and accountability and discipline and so many things that I use in life every single day. I've witnessed how drugs have negatively impacted people in my community, and I know that by pursuing my passion, I've been able to make positive choices that have helped me grow as a person and an athlete. If you're feeling pressured, I would just encourage you to stay true to yourself and not let others influence you to become something that you're not. It's okay to stand out and make choices that reflect who you really are. My name is Cassidy Rowe, and I'm better without it.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by Kentucky Army National Guard. Uncommon is calling.
Getting ready for the boys' game tonight, second half of our doubleheader on Glycott. Thanks for joining us for this one. And Anderson County, Woodford County boys getting ready to go at it. And Gary, these are two teams that are having good seasons and expecting a lot as they get ready for tournament play. How do you see this one shaping up?
Well, you know, anytime you come to Anderson to play in their home floor, you've got to make them the favorite. There's just something about them that when they get you inside the sidelines here in this gym, they play hard and their fans come out and they support them really well. It's a tough place to be successful. Now, Anderson is having really a breakout year. Not a lot of people thought they had enough offensive power to be able to create the number of points to be successful. But they have so far this year. They lost notably their best player within the first week of the season when he hurt a knee, so he's out. But fortunately, they had a move in, and Andrew Sparrow from Mercer County, and he's picked up the slack, averaging right at 20 points a game.
Yeah, he's had a high point game of 31 this year against Bluegrass United back on December 12. A 6'5 senior, Andrew Sparrow, certainly been a big part of Anderson County's success this year, that 19-4 record. Woodford County has a player that you might describe as electric. It's Omari Joyner, 6'1 junior, 22 points a game, and he can really get up and drive hard to the basket. He's fun to watch unless you're the opposition.
Well, I've seen him play 3 different times this year, and the thing I like about him is he doesn't do it. He's not what you call a volume shooter. The night I saw him, he scored 22, and he only shot the ball 12 times. He was something like 9 for 12. He's very athletic. He'll get up and down. He's, my understanding, an outstanding football player, and as the coach would say, the best thing about him, he's only a junior.
That's Amari Joyner, 6'1 junior, 22.7 rebounds a game, 55% from the field, and he does get in there and get some close ones, especially with that leaping ability. But he's got some players to back him up too, Wyatt Peters and Josiah McKee, a big man who has been playing very well lately.
They've got very good balance. You know, I like Peters. You know, he's kind of thick, and he's what you call a space eater. Not overtly tall, but does a great job of posting up, getting rebounds, and scoring inside.
Josiah McKee, a 6'4 junior, and like Omari Joyner and Wyatt Peters, he was on that Woodford County football team that has done so well for Dennis Johnson. So they've got some fine athletes on the Woodford County team, but Anderson's having a great year too. We look for a good one in this second game. We'll take a break and come back with the start of the ball game in just a moment on Glycon.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
At Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man-O-War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Your road to safe, confident driving starts at Apex Driving School. Apex is family-owned and operated, offering teen and adult driving lessons given by state-certified instructors. They also provide a wide range of services, including classroom instruction, freeway interstate driving, and road test prep. Register today. Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Kentucky Army National Guard. Uncommon is calling.
just about set to get the introduction of the starting lineups for the boys game tonight. Anderson County and Woodford County. Again, the girls game won by Anderson County by a score of 40-32. A good crowd filing in for this one as these two longtime rivals get set to do battle. Coaches Jerron Brown and Brian Hyatt. Jerron Brown in his 7th season, a record of 127 wins, 71 losses. And Brian Hyatt, part of this Anderson County program for a long time. He's in his 8th season as the head coach. A record of 115 and 94. Well, starters for Woodford County. Wyatt Peters will be at a guard. Amari Joyner. Also out there for the Yellow Jackets, the 6'1 junior. David Chong, 6'4 senior. He's been contributing a lot, especially lately. Zay Knuckles. And a start for Colson Penn tonight. Peters will be coming off the bench tonight. He'll see quite a bit of action as he normally does, but not in the starting lineup tonight. And now we'll get the starters for the home team, the Anderson County Bearcats. Braden Morrow comes out. He's wearing number 2 in white. There's Tyler Ishikawa wearing number 10. Landon Daniels, a 5'8 senior. Ishikawa does a lot of the ball handling for the Bearcats. Here's their leading scorer, number 24, Andrew Sparrow, 6'5 senior, averaging 20 a game. And Cooper Welch is the 5th Anderson County starter, a 6'4 senior, averaging 6.5 points and 7 rebounds a game. Again, those totals for Joyner of Woodford County, 22 points, 7 rebounds a game. David Chong has been a double-figure scorer at 11 a game for Woodford County. And we are set to go. Hope you enjoy our broadcast of the boys game tonight. Second game of our doubleheader from Anderson County. The officials for tonight's second game, Jason Beckham, Maya Smith, and Jody Hillard.
Smith doing double duty tonight. The daughter of Bozak Smith, also an official in the region and former U of L player under Denny Crum.
He's working both ends of the doubleheader tonight. Got a slight delay in getting our game started. Now I think we're about ready. And the opening toss, Penn has it for Woodford County, drives right for the basket. Can't get the shot to fall, and a battle for that rebound. And it's claimed by Anderson County's Landon Daniels. Woodford attacking quickly on their opening possession. Here's Ishikawa. Guarded out front by Joyner. Ishikawa just 5'8". Anderson likes to be patient. Looks like Woodford wants to speed him up right away.
Very much so. Woodford doesn't want Anderson to be in a comfort zone.
Driving is Morrow. Has to clear it back out, though. Sparrow's got it way away from the basket. Guarded by Chong. Daniels got it back out in front now. Here's Ishikawa with it. Moving the ball, but not finding an opening. Now there's one on the baseline, and the shot by Morrow is good. The pass from Sparrow, and Morrow converts, and the Bearcats have the early lead.
2-3 zone. You don't see that very often by Anderson. Always cognizant of where Joyner is, and Joyner's out front running the offense.
All right, Joyner floats it in for Chong. Now they go to the corner, and the shot from there by Knuckles is missed, but it's Penn on the rebound. Now the pass underneath, and the shot not good. And get a held ball on the rebound, and it'll go back over to Anderson County.
2-2-1. Full court press by Woodford, wanting to speed up the tempo where Anderson won't slow it down.
Morrow open, drives along the line near the lane and can't get it to fall. McKee off of the rebound. Anderson County with the first basket of the game, holding a 2-0 lead. Woodford hasn't been able to score here in the first 2:15. Joyner goes inside to McKee and tried the bounce pass back to Joyner, and a good save out near the line by Zay Knuckles. He'll set it up again. Around the perimeter goes. Penn fires away from outside and doesn't get the bounce. Rebound to Daniels of Anderson County. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Pass goes inside, and there's Sparrow with the basket. Andrew Sparrow's first 2 of the game. He averages 20 a game. 4-0 Bearcats. Wilson Penn out front for the Yellow Jackets. Amari Joyner takes a drive into the lane, has it knocked away. Had to clear it to Knuckles. So moving quickly for Anderson County. They're closing up on the ball quickly. Now a little bit of a gap for Knuckles. Out to Joyner for the jumper. He's got it. And that's a 3.
Got a nice looking jumper.
That makes it 4-3. Woodford applies some pressure in backcourt. Cooper Welch will take it across. Ishikawa driving against Knuckles.
Ishikawa not known as a great shooter and lost the ball over in the corner.
Turnover gives it back to Woodford. Ishikawa 5'8". Does a lot of the ball handling, but not a whole lot of the scoring, averaging just a point a game. Now Wyatt Peters is in the ball game for Woodford County. Gets it into Joyner. Woodford could take the lead on this possession, trailing 4-3. Gavin Banks over on the left side just into the ball game for Woodford. There's a shot off the right side by Peters, and he's got it, and the Yellow Jackets lead. 3-pointer for Wyatt Peters, 6'4", Woodford County.
2-2-1 press, not overly aggressive, just being used by Woodford to speed up Anderson County.
There's Sparrow out on top. Sparrow's got it again out there. Joyner against Ishikawa. Left side tomorrow. They do find Sparrow in the lane this time. Spins against McKee, puts it up with the left hand, not there, and McKee's got it for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Joyner in a hurry. Missed the shot, the follow no good. Banks gets it as it's tapped outside. Peters looks over the defense and calls the play, and Banks on the left side. Peters back outside. We're under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Joyner fakes, now fires. And a nice offensive rebound for Woodford by Chong. In the corner, Banks can hit from there, and he does.
Way too many offensive rebounds for Woodford. That's keeping them alive in this thing.
Morrow across the line, faces a double team, and now a whistle and a timeout for Anderson County. Comes with 1:31 to go in the first. The score, Woodford 9 and Anderson County 4. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
9-4 the lead for Woodford County. Gary, we're getting a little preview of what the teams would like to do, but they're not especially successful in doing it sometimes.
No, very much so. You know, both teams are tempo-oriented, and I think Anderson is probably more prolific of doing that, whereas I think Woodford can also get up and down the floor. So we've seen right now, if Woodford can make jump shots, that opens things up for them. Anderson, but really the only jump shooter they have is Sparrow.
Ball comes in to Landon Daniels. Colton Smith, 33 in white, in the ball game for Anderson. There is Sparrow with it, guarded by McKee. Spins against him. Smith guarded by Joyner, and now over to Daniels. Once again, the Bearcats patient, trying to find an opening a little closer to the basket, as right now working around the perimeter. Now Smith will fire away and hits it off the left side.
Now, if Smith can do that consistently, that's really going to help Anderson open things up.
Closes the gap to 9-7. Colton Smith, 5'6" senior, showed a good touch from outside. 40% on three-pointers this year. Wyatt Peters with it for Woodford, gets it to Chong there on the free throw line. Cross-court pass from Banks to Peters. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Banks fires away and hits it.
Well, that's why Banks is in there to shoot the three, and he's done 2 of them back-to-back.
Banks with 6 now. 15 seconds to go. 12-7 Woodford. All their offense, all their scoring on threes. Here's a deflection from behind by Joyner. Knocked it out of bounds. That comes with 7.5 to go in the first. Cooper Welch to throw it in for Anderson County. Nice inbounds play, sets up Smith for the basket. 12-9, Joyner at the horn. Comes up short. We're at the end of the first quarter with the score. Woodford County 12, Anderson County 9. Back for the start of the second quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
To safe, confident driving starts at Apex Driving School. Apex is family-owned and operated, offering teen and adult driving lessons given by state-certified instructors. They also provide a wide range of services, including classroom instruction, freeway interstate driving, and road test prep. Register today. Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family.
At Man of War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man of War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
12-9, it's Woodford County on top of Anderson County as we start the second quarter. And Gary, it seems really obvious that Woodford County really wants to turn it up as far as the intensity and the speed of this game, don't they?
They do, and offensively against the 2-3 zone, they'll show some patience, and as long as Banks can knock down those threes, they'll force them. Anderson going man-to-man now to start this second quarter. You can expect Joyner to really turn it on now.
There he goes into the lane, fakes, and whips it out to the corner where Chong is open and drains a three.
Chong not known as a three shooter, but the stroke looked pretty good. Full court man-to-man by Woodford, so change in defenses.
15-9, Daniels still in backcourt, has to hustle it up. There's Welch.
Got to get it inside, there it is.
Got it to Sparrow with good position that time, but the shot doesn't fall, and the rebound to Chong. Woodford on the attack, leading by 6.
Sparrow's got to go up straight. Let the defender kind of push him out of the way a little bit. Shot it off bounds. Back 2-3 now. So Anderson changing it up.
Get the lob to Joyner, but he couldn't finish. Oh, we get a whistle. Looked like Welch may have gotten a finger in the eye. Some kind of contact with the face there. He's okay, but brief delay. 6:54 to go, second quarter. And pressure in backcourt. Rajon Lewis in for Woodford, number 12 in black. Wearing the pink shoes. Spinning is Daniels. There's Sparrow guarded by McKee outside. Lewis applying the pressure on defense against Daniels. Colton Smith, an opening from outside. He hits another one. 8 points for him, 2 threes. What a lift off the bench by Colton Smith. Bounce pass from Chong to McKee for a layup. Woodford County with the lead. Anderson County working again on offense. Braden Morrow a step down the lane, but the shot blocked as McKee came in to get it. Scramble for the rebound. We get a foul. On Sparrow.
Full court, man-to-man.
Lewis and Joyner back and forth to get it across for Woodford. Now here's Joyner. Had to step down the lane, but elected to go back out with it. Now McKee misses off the baseline. Outlet pass stolen by Chong. Driving across the lane for the basket. Joyner with the basket, and he'll go to the line. Five points for Amari Joyner. And talk about a quick first step.
Very much so. And the thing about it is, you know, when he's running the offense down here, he's not looking to score. He's looking to set his teammates up, first of all.
Missed the free throw. Morrow has it for Anderson County. 19-12 is the Woodford County lead. Ball tapped away. Joyner going for the steal. Ball still loose, but Daniels gets it back for Anderson County. To Sparrow for the short baseline jumper. Hurried it a little bit and shot it too long. Rajon Lewis up court quickly for Woodford County. Then off to Joyner. Now the shot by Cole Brown, who's off the bench, and he drains the jumper. And we'll get a timeout for Anderson County. Comes with 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Woodford County 19, Anderson County 14. We'll be right back on Glycon.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back at Anderson County High School, 21-12 is the lead now for Woodford County. Gary, and how are they edging out with this lead?
Well, I think everything starts with their defense. Their defense is able to speed Anderson up a little bit. And, Anderson's leading scorer, Sparrow, maybe the pressure bothered him a little bit. If they let Woodford continue to put their hands on the offensive player as we're watching it come down the floor, that's going to Daniels, the ball handler, doesn't like it, I can tell, and but yet they're not letting them get the ball inside.
Yeah, Anderson's really having to work for everything.
Well, and when they do get the ball, it's outside. It's not a high percentage shot.
And the ball tapped away from Daniels by Joyner. Cleared it over to Welch. Now whistled away from the ball.
Finally, a foul called inside against the defender on Sparrow.
Yeah, it was Cole Brown that was guarding him and got called for the foul. First one on Brown.
He's got to take it right to the basket.
Nice pass by Sparrow and a layup for Morrow. 21-14. Good offensive, good possession that time by Anderson County off the out-of-bounds play. Woodford County players check with the bench before going into this set. Wyatt Peters gave it off to Zay Knuckles. Now they get everybody in position. Inside it goes to Brown. And Wyatt Peters took a look from the corner but didn't let it go. Now Woodford being patient against the zone.
Well, almost too patient. They can get the ball into the high post area anytime, and when they do, that's going to give them the ball inside. See, there's the high post man.
Peters, the short jumper, too hard with it. Daniels has it for the Bearcats. There's Morrow, and then back outside it goes to Cooper Welch, and Anderson will set it up. 2:45 to go before halftime. Yellow Jackets lead it by 7. Welch looks for Sparrow, goes to him, got it in good position and laid it in.
Anderson slowly chipping away.
21-16 now. Knuckles off on the left side to Peters. Knuckles into the corner for Peters. Missed the shot from there, and the rebound to Smith. And the Bearcats have it with a chance to cut further into the lead as we go under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ball tapped away by Cole Brown and out of bounds. Now we'll get substitutions for Woodford as Joyner is back in there along with Chong and Banks. .143 on the clock, second quarter. Welch gets it in. Smith tried to go to Sparrow, but bounce pass a little too low and off his hands and out of bounds.
Well, Smith might have got away with a walk then, so it all balances out.
So Woodford has it. Minute 35 to go. Amari Joyner hands it off to Knuckles, and they'll get started in their offense.
See, there's where Joyner's dangerous, right there on the elbow.
Long one by Banks. Kicks out long. Knuckles gets it underneath. Joyner went up for it, rejected by Daniels. That brings the Anderson County crowd to life. Pass underneath, sails out of bounds, but we get a foul. It'll be on Chong. Team second, his first. They get it into Smith. Quick release. Got another one. 3 threes for Colton Smith in this first half, and now we've got a 2-point ball game. Final minute of the first half. Working against that zone. Wyatt Peters out front. We've got Banks over on the left. A dangerous shooter, but inside it goes. And good position for Chong. Lead back up to 4. Colton Smith, who's been such a big lift for Anderson County off the bench in this first half.
Very much so.
There's the ball tapped away by Joyner by himself. Big play near the end of the half by Omari Joyner. The dunk makes it 25-19. Now they on the double team. A steal by Knuckles. Joyner again. We've come to the end of the first half. A quick flurry by Woodford County here at the end of the first half. And the Yellow Jackets will go to the locker room with an 8-point lead. 27-19 is the score. Woodford County leads Anderson County. And we'll be back to begin our halftime report in just a moment on Glycod.
My favorite thing about being a student at U of L is just the sense of community that I have on campus or off campus. Sports has positively influenced my life by taking me out of just slumps that I have in dark places. Anytime I'm feeling down or maybe alone, I always have basketball to go to. I can go to the gym at any time of the day and just my mind clears up. My name is Javon Hadley, and I'm better without it.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
At Man of War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man o' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man o' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington. Visit manowarhd.com.
Woodford County leads Anderson County here at halftime, 27-19 the score. We invite you to join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes through our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend, as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Gary, we saw just how explosive this Woodford County team can be. Anderson County had fought back to within 2, and now all of a sudden it's 8, and just some quick defense, quick hands, and then some dunks, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Haven't seen them play a couple of times. This is their identity. You know, they don't get in a hurry. They play at the pace that their coach wants them to play at. But within seconds, they can strike because, you know, they've got all that athleticism. And we saw it primarily. Joyner was the guy both times. Made the steal out front, you know, pushed the ball down the floor. They found him. He got 2 dunks right at the end of the half to kind of speed things up, and that's the seed that he plants when he plays.
Amari Joyner averaging 22 points a game. His high this year was 32 at Collins back on January 23rd. He's got 5 double-doubles this year and 12 games of 20 points or more and a couple of 30-point games. And so he's got 9 at halftime tonight, including a 3-pointer, a nice touch on the outside shot, and then a couple of dunks there late and pushed his total up to 9. And Gavin Banks, speaking of outside shooting, came off the bench to give Woodford a lift with 2 3-pointers. So that helped loosen things up a bit too, didn't it?
Very much so. Banks came in, knocked down a couple of threes from the corner. Then he missed a couple, and Woodford kind of went back to that lethargic pace that they play at times. And then right at the end of the half, you know, they cranked it up a little bit, forced a couple of turnovers, got a couple of dunks. Anderson is very fortunate that they didn't have any more time on the clock, or I think this thing could have maybe got out of control for them.
And for Anderson County, speaking of getting a lift off the bench, Colton Smith, a 5'6" senior, comes in, hits 3 threes. Also had a 2-pointer for a total of 11 points here at halftime. Sparrow with 4 and Morrow with 4 for Anderson County, but without Colton Smith, Anderson could be in pretty bad shape right now.
Apparently, Smith is that designated 3 shooter because he got it. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. And Woodford seemed to maybe a little lethargic. I think the book would be out on the kid. He's a good 3-point shooter. And for 3 in a row, I think they might want to get on him.
3 3-pointers for Colton Smith, 11 points for him, 4 for Sparrow, 4 for Morrow, and we have a 27-19 game at halftime. Woodford County leads Anderson County. We'll be back for the start of the second half in just a moment on Glycod.
Man o' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man o' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Just about set to start the second half here at Anderson County High School. And Gary, I guess Clay Birdwhistle may have had to revise his halftime talk a little bit with that late flurry by Woodford County, turning it into an 8-point ball game. But what are these coaches addressing?
Well, if your coach Hurt to start with, what he wants to do is keep the game under his tempo and take the shots that they want to shoot. He doesn't want to allow Woodford to get the ball and run and rip. Now, Woodford at the same time, coach does a really good job of keeping his guys under control, but I think he may have a situation where if you can maybe get a couple of steals and go attack the basket, I think I would look to do that against Anderson, because we almost saw it right here at the end of the first half, and they were saved by the clock.
Bearcats will have the ball as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. Down by 8. It'll be Cooper Welch to throw it in to Ishikawa.
Here comes that pressure we talked about.
Get it across with Ishikawa handling the ball and guarding him. Now underneath, Sparrow working hard, gets 2. Going against McKee. Makes it 27-21.
Anderson back 2-3. Trying to slow this thing down.
They look it over now.
Really the only shooter that Woodford has out there is Joyner.
There's a shot off the right side. Knuckles misses. Rebound, Penn puts it up, gets it back. There's Joyner. Now Penn's open. Won't go, and a lot of contact between Daniels and McKee. He gets up and walks away. We're going to get timeout, or I don't know if they're just sending the players to the bench here, but
well, I think the one official being a little overprotective during this time period.
So they'll talk it over, and things will calm down a bit. But a lot of contact underneath, and you got some pretty big people under there too. Catch the announcement, but did they call a foul? They did call a foul. Woodford retains possession, so foul on Anderson. Now the pass is tipped away, and here's Braden Morrow out in front. Morrow scores. It's 27-23. Good start for Anderson County in the third quarter. Rolled it into Chong on the high post. Now back into him. Left-hand shot goes. David Chong's second basket. It's at 29-23. Chong, a 6'4" senior. Ishikawa out front for Anderson, guarded by Penn. Inside, Sparrow with some room to work. Missed the shot though, and here's Chong off with it for the Yellow Jackets. Penn with an open try for three, and he drains it. Wilson Penn pushes the lead out to 9, 32-23. And the timeout comes with 5:46 to go in the third quarter. Woodford up by 9. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Gary Forrest with you from Anderson County High School. And again, before the timeout, Gary, we saw how Woodford can score with a flurry, and now suddenly the lead is back up to 9.
Very much so, and it'll be interesting to see. That timeout was called by Anderson to get a point across to one official who they're still talking to. So let's see if they get any calls as a result of this, because right now Woodford's going for the gills. It's 2-2-1 press, trying to speed up Anderson, which they've had success during this early part of the third quarter.
It's Welch handling the ball. They're going to have to hurry it across the line. They get it across to Daniels. Smith in there for Anderson County. Sparrow operating out front now. And the pass picked off. Here's Colson Penn going for the basket. Lays it up too hard. Sparrow off with it for the Bearcats. They've got a chance to run. And a big collision near the free throw lane. And Sparrow and Knuckles collide and rolled over one time. Foul is on Knuckles. First one on Zay Knuckles. First one on the team in the third quarter. Let's do a little mopping up there. They had two players hit the floor and roll over on that collision. Cooper Welch will put it in play for the Bearcats. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third. A 9-point margin up there for Woodford County. Whistle and the foul on Colson Penn. Daniels took off on the dribble. Ryan Peters into the ball game. Colson Penn out for Woodford.
Peters hit a couple of threes early, so we'll see if he's able to spot up and get a good look at one.
Sparrow handling the ball. Out in front, it's Cooper Welch. That pass nearly got away. Smith's going to have to try to save it, and he does. Able to get it into Welch.
Right now, everything is just a sigh of relief when a pass gets completed by Anderson.
Woodford County really turning it up on defense. Here is Daniels on the move. Gets it in to Sparrow. Turnaround jumper is good. Sparrow with 8 points, 2 here in the second half, and now it's 32-25 as we come up on the halfway point of the third quarter.
Look for Peters to work his way down to the corner. Knock down a couple of threes. There he is in the far corner now.
Go down low. And the shot up and in by McKee. The lead is 9 again. Josiah McKee scores.
Straight man-to-man full court right now.
Joyner with the defense on Daniels. Morrow started to drive but came back out. Here's Sparrow with a long one. Amari Joyner up for the rebound. Peters with the fake. Gives it to Joyner. Tried to go behind the back. Almost lost it. Joyner has got it again out front. Peters is over on the right wing, comes up on top now. Zay Knuckles back to Joyner, fakes. Don't want to hurry a three up there, do they?
No, they really don't, and they've got Chong open in the middle. If they get him a touch, he's got the man on the block.
Chong with the screen. Pass over to the left side, got away from Peters and out of bounds. Turnover, I'll give it back to Anderson.
I think Peters was thinking shoot before he had the ball in his grasp. You know, he got a little impatient as well.
Lead still at 9 with 2:35 to go. Smith guarded by Knuckles. Heads up court, dangerous spot there, but he got rid of it to Daniels. Woodford really making Anderson County work to get its offense going.
Really.
Sparrow backs in against McKee, puts the shot up and in. Good strong move by Andrew Sparrow. A couple of baskets for him in this third quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. Joyner will fire it off the left side, spins out of there, and the rebound comes to Welch, and he is fouled by Knuckles. Three fouls on Woodford in this quarter. Bounds to Smith, who is immediately met there by Wyatt Peters. Smith gets the step and brings it across. Pressure on Welch, but he got rid of it to Daniels.
Well, he had Sparrow down on the block.
Daniels driving. There's Sparrow outside. He'll fire away again. This one doesn't go, and the rebound to McKee. Lead remains at 7. Peters has it for Woodford. Yellow Jackets in no hurry at all now with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Banks is up off the Woodford County bench. He'll come in at the next opportunity. Peters is just going to hold it. And now Brian Hyatt, the Anderson County coach, says come and get him. Inside it goes to McKee, but taken away. Daniels comes up with it. Half a minute to go in the third. Anderson down by just 7. And it goes, the pass tapped away by Chong. Now it goes right back to Sparrow, puts it up, and it falls off the rim. He'll go to the line and just couldn't get the roll on that one. Sparrow to the line for two.
Well, right now, you would think the team that had the lead would be a little more under control, but right now Woodford, a lot of bickering amongst one another, and
see Banks back in the ball game, replacing Knuckles for Woodford County. There's Andrew Sparrow, hits the second try, and the lead is down to 5, and now Anderson wants to press a little bit. Ball tapped away, they've got a steal. Smith tapped it away, and Welch came up with it. Now Ishikawa. Ten seconds to go, third quarter. Daniel starts to drive. 4 seconds left. Welch will have to let go a long one. Misses the shot, and no second try coming. We've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Woodford County 34, Anderson County 29. They've battled back. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
It's more than a bagel. It's love at first bite. Big B makes it better.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
34-29 the score as we get set to start the fourth quarter, and Anderson has battled back. Woodford a little bit out of sync in trying to protect its lead.
well, both teams want to slow the tempo down. You know, I think in a way that's helped Anderson stay within this thing. You know, as athletic as Woodford is, I would think they would want to try to force Anderson to play faster. They're deeper.
Yellow Jackets will have it as we start the fourth quarter. Leading by 5. It'll be Peters to play it in to Omari Joyner. Looked inside. Back out in front, Peters. Now bounce pass to McKee, guarded by Sparrow. Back outside, quick three by Peters is good. Patience that time paid off as Wyatt Peters got an open three and connected. The lead is 8. Welch looks for Sparrow, was covered up that time. And he's got it out front. Driving against Chong, the ball knocked away by Joyner, and a scramble for it on the floor now. Did we get a timeout for Anderson? Yeah.
Yep.
Came with 7:10 to go, 37-29. Woodford leads Anderson, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
It's more than a bagel. It's love at first bite. Big B makes it better.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad Boy. Power, performance, attitude. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
8-point lead for Woodford County. 7:10 to go in the ball game. Team's back out on the floor now. And Gary, what do you look for here as Anderson tries to rally and Woodford tries to protect or build that lead?
Well, I would like to see Anderson maybe play a little more pressing defense, which they've shown right there, but then they give up a layup.
There's Colton Smith to the basket. His first scoring of the second half. He had 11 in the first half. Seeing his 3-point shot. Go ahead.
This is the end that concerns me about Woodford. They take quick shots that they're not really prepared for.
Chong, in the middle of the lane, got it to McKee, and the shot goes. (39-31), a big play. McKee got it to go and was fouled. He'll go to the line. Josiah McKee, just 49% free throw shooter. 4 points in the ball game for him. Drains the free throw. Good touch on that one. 40-31. Following the three-point play by McKee. Banks guarding Ishikawa. Long one by Welch. Rebound to Joyner. He's in a hurry. Got it to Banks, and now back out to Joyner. That's Peters on the left wing. Banks on the right wing. Both are threats to put up a three-point shot and make it.
I don't know. I still think this sort of plays into Anderson's hands if they're just going to stand and hold the ball. Now there's 6 minutes to go.
Joyner and Banks back and forth. Baseline, bounce pass to Chong in the middle of the lane. A scramble for it, and Chong was able to come back out with it. Now Joyner into the lane. Peters moving into the lane and now has to come back out. Had it knocked away. Now Woodford County wants a timeout. 5 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the fourth. And the score, Woodford County 40, Anderson County 31. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
9-point lead for Woodford County, 5:34 to go. Yellow Jackets back out on the floor with Rajon Lewis in there, number 12 in black for Woodford County, along with Joyner, Banks, McKee, and Chong. Again, they work it back and forth outside. Now Joyner starts a drive, gets in there, scoops it up and in.
See, I think he can do that anytime he has the ball.
Now Now they try to turn up some pressure on defense with Banks guarding Ishikawa in backcourt. Cooper Welch to Sparrow. Chong right with him. Daniels is open. And he connects for a three. Landon Daniels' first scoring of the evening. Showed a nice touch on that. It's 42-34. Woodford on top and with the ball. Quick pass along the baseline. Nearly lost out of bounds, but the Yellow Jackets maintain control. Joyner backs it out of there. Continues to dribble with 4:19 to go. Now they'll come out after him a bit, and it goes to Banks and then along the baseline to McKee. Banks into the lane, trying to hand it off, and nearly missed connections with Lewis. There is Joyner headed for the basket. He is fouled as he got down the lane. Still down on the floor. Now he's back up, and Amari Joyner will go to the line. Joyner, after the foul, sinks the free throw. Puts the lead at 9 with just 4:01 left now in the fourth quarter. Amari Joyner back to the line. Gets both of them. Ishikawa guarded by Banks, and now off to Welch. Sparrow's down there along the baseline. Comes out and takes it now. Free throw line jumper, not there, and Joyner all alone for the rebound. And Amari Joyner out there along the front. This is Rajon Lewis. Joyner off to Chong for the slam. A mini fast break that time as they.
But it almost seems like they can do it anytime they want.
46-34. Woodford easing out, taking command now. Long one by Daniels. Karam's off to Amari Joyner. Now we're under 3 minutes, and the Yellow Jackets up by 12. Back to Joyner down the middle. Dishes off to Chong. In some trouble down there. Clears it to Banks. There's Lewis, 8-footer open. And the rebound put back up and in by McKee. Suddenly the lead is 14 points. Just 2.5 to go as Colton Smith comes down near the side and tries to go into Sparrow. He's fouled by Chong. Anderson County will play it in from underneath its own basket. Smith clears it out to Daniels out front. Joyner right there on the defense against Daniels. Needs some help now. Pass was deflected, but managed to find its way over to Welch. Inside to Sparrow working against Chong. Puts it up and in, and the foul. It's the third foul on David Chong. It's the second on the team in the fourth quarter. 1:58 is all that's left. 48-36, Andrew Sparrow, unofficially 14 points tonight. And he has really had to work for them. Free throw bounces away, but there is Cooper Welch to put it in. (48-38). Peters takes it across the line. Down low, but they'll come back out with it now. Knuckles back in there, and there's Joyner, guarded by Ishikawa. Fake gets him free. Short jumper is in and out, no good. The rebound, McKee, he's fouled as he goes back up. Go against Welch. And Josiah McKee back to the line for Woodford County. Sparrow must have suffered a cut of some kind, looks like. He's headed for the bench.
He's headed to the locker room.
Yeah, he's all the way past the bench to the locker room. So how they tend to him.
Well, they've got to check a player in.
Yeah, McKee will get some free throws as he's waiting at the line.
Well, Anderson's got to check a player in.
They've got to get a fifth player in there.
And, you know, this works as a pretty effective timeout.
Eli Young into the ball game for Anderson County, wearing number 3 in white. This all happening with 1:30 left in the ball game. McKee now at the line, shoots and hits. Pushes the lead back out to 11. Josiah McKee, 8 points in the game tonight, going for 9, and doesn't get it. Free throw out to the left, but saved in by Knuckles. Picked up by Smith for Anderson County. Knuckles comes up from behind and makes the steal. Peters had to go back to Knuckles. Knuckles into the lane, but just goes right back outside to Joyner. Woodford not looking for the basket right now. And a timeout taken by Coach Deron Brown. That comes with 1:02 to go in the game, and the score is Woodford County 49 and Anderson County 38. We'll take a break and be right back on Glycod.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
And they didn't take a timeout after all.
Nope.
And, yeah, here is Woodford operating on offense, and Anderson County trying to really go after him now. It's an 11-point lead and under 50 seconds to go. It's Cole Brown over in the corner. Woodford County contingent starts to stand and applaud now as we approach 30 seconds, and they're just going to hold on to it, looks like. Samari Joyner just holding the basketball, and we're down to 15 seconds now in this one. Looks like we're going to have a 49-38 final. Down to 10. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and we are at the horn, and the final score is Woodford County 49 and Anderson County 38 in the boys game tonight. So we will take a break and begin our wrap-up after this on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Your road to safe, confident driving starts at Apex Driving School. Apex is family-owned and operated, offering teen and adult driving lessons given by state-certified instructors. They also provide a wide range of services, including classroom instruction, freeway interstate driving, and road test prep. Register today. Apex Driving School, where learning to drive feels like family.
At Man O' War Harley-Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man O' War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back to begin to wrap things up here at Anderson County as the boys game goes to Woodford County by a score of 49-38. Keith Elkins along with Gary Forrest. And Gary, we saw Woodford take command with a couple of flurries in the game, but never were really able to get the blowout win up there on the board. But at the same time, they were never really in serious danger, it seemed.
No, give Anderson credit. They never quit. But like you say, it was a yo-yo. And, anytime you get involved in games like that, sometimes you're fortunate to win. And this one was on the border. Anderson had an opportunity. They got down about 17 at one time, and I thought, well, this is it. But one thing about Anderson is anybody that coaches here, it's just the way they are brought up. They are not going to give up. They will play till the end. And Coach Hyatt's kids do that. And you see the girls' teams, they're the same way. They play hard till the end.
And for Woodford tonight, unofficially, Omari Joyner with 13 points, averages 22 a game, but this just wasn't that type of game the way it was played tonight. But he can sure display some athletic moves. We saw him drain a 3 early in the ball game, so he has a touch too. But he is just really fun to watch.
He is, and there's times I wonder, turn him loose. And I don't know if that's by directions of coach, if he's keeping them all under control, and or maybe that's the player.
Well, he had 13 in the ball game tonight, and we will take a break and be back with more of a wrap-up in just a moment here on Glycod.
It's more than a bagel. It's love at first bite. Bigby makes it better.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
For over 25 years, Century Bank has been serving Lawrenceburg by being uniquely local. A locally friendly and locally decisive financial institution. They're staffed by banking professionals who know and understand your financial needs. Visit their office in downtown Lawrenceburg with drive-through open Saturday mornings. Bank online at centurybankky.com or download the Century Bank app. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad Boy. Power, performance, attitude.
My favorite thing about being a student at U of L is just the sense of community that I have on campus or off campus. Sports has positively influenced my life by taking me out of just slumps that I have in dark places. Anytime I'm feeling down or maybe alone, I always have basketball to go to. I can go to the gym at any time of the day and just my mind clears up. My name is Javon Hadley, and I'm better without it.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back at Woodford County High School, the girls' game went to Anderson County tonight, 40-32. Then the boys' game won by Woodford County, 49-38. We're wrapping that one up for you now, and let's talk about our most outstanding players, Gary, as we list the players for the second game tonight. And tonight's most outstanding players are built by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your next chapter. And first of all, for the visiting Woodford County Yellow Jackets, Omari Joyner, just an outstanding athlete, had 13 points tonight, and we saw that on display several times tonight with his defense, his dunks, and he really was a difference maker.
You know, he has great athletic ability. You know, there are times he almost looks too unselfish. You know, he's fun to watch. He's a great athlete, both, football and, as you can see, in basketball, and he's only a junior.
So Meyer Joyner, our outstanding player for Woodford County. And for Anderson County tonight, they talk about a lift off the bench. Colton Smith came in that first half and gave them one, played well throughout his minutes tonight, and really did a great job for Anderson County.
It almost looked like Anderson was about to let go of the leash, and Smith came in and hit 3 straight threes there in that second quarter to kind of put them back in the ballgame and give them a little more starch in their sails.
Well, those are our outstanding players. Tonight's most outstanding players built by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your next chapter. We'll take a quick break and then come back and have some comments from the winning coach of Woodford County's Jerron Brown right after this on Glycod.
stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
At Man of War Harley Davidson, we're proud to be Kentucky's only family-owned Harley Davidson dealership. Here, horsepower meets hospitality, and every rider is treated like family. With a huge selection of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, expert service and parts, premium apparel, and endless customization options, we're built to support every mile of your ride. And through community events and group rides, we're more than just a dealership. Man of War Harley-Davidson, where the ride begins.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
I think it's important to have a passion because it's important to have something that's bigger than yourself, that you find joy in, that you can work towards every single day. I would say that basketball has positively influenced my life greater than any other thing that I've done because it has allowed me to build so many great relationships, and it's taught me resilience and accountability and discipline and so many things that I use in life every single day. I've witnessed how drugs have negatively impacted people in my community, and I know that by pursuing my passion, I've been able to make positive choices that have helped me grow as a person and an athlete. If you're feeling pressured, I would just encourage you to stay true to yourself and not let others influence you to become something that you're not. It's okay to stand out and make choices that reflect who you really are. My name is Cassidy Rowe, and I'm better without it.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by Kentucky Army National Guard. Uncommon is calling.
And we're back with the winning coach tonight, Woodford County's Jerron Brown. And Coach, it was a battle tonight. Everybody had to really compete for every score, it seemed like. It was a tough one, but you won out. You had patience on offense. Describe your analysis of the game.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be tough coming in. Anderson is always a tough team to play, and it's a tough place to play. But we knew he slows the game down, and we knew we just had to be patient instead of rushing our shots. And tonight we hit a couple threes early and made them come out of the zone, and then we started trying to attack the middle, and we was just very successful tonight.
You had a flurry there right before halftime, and Amari Joyner was right in the middle of it, as he often is. He's quite an athlete.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. He just has a nose for the ball and had 2 big plays at the end of the half and gave us a burst going into the second half.
And Anderson always battles back. You're going to get a battle every time here, aren't you?
Yeah, no matter what you do, they always come up and hit a big three or get a loose rebound. That's one thing you know when you're playing that team. They're never going to back down.
And where is your team right now in your view as they develop?
I think we're getting better and better every day. Today we hit our free throws and we hit open shots. Some nights we miss a lot of free throws and it makes the game a whole lot tougher. So we just got to continue to put in the work with the extra shooting and free throws.
All right, well, congratulations on a good win tonight.
All right, thanks.
Woodford County wins the boys game by a score of 49-38, following the girls win by Anderson County 40-32 tonight. And we will wrap it up here from Anderson County High School. And for Gary Forrest and for Chris LeBar and for Isaac Schumacher, and for our executive producer, Steve Bird, I'm Keith Elkins. Thanks so much for watching. Good night from Anderson County on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Basketball, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Tonight's game was brought to you by Man of War Harley Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Tim Short Auto Plaza, take the short drive to satisfaction. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires. Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. And by Suntime Pools and Spas and Apex Driving School.
Visit glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.